So this kills me. Mac Jones, I've never seen someone rebrand themselves so well in about 12 months. I mean, just a few years ago, he was seen as like a petulant whiner who was a bad teammate and a me first guy and not a leader. And just yesterday, the NFL Twitter account with 36.5 million followers posted Mac Jones, his pictures from Niners media photo day, where he's like, celebrating or showing his spirit. And it says low genuinely, Mac got aura. This seems to be the genuine consensus of Mac Jones now. He's hilarious. He has aura. He's kind of a geeky nerd, goofy guy, but like with so much confidence that it's like super cool. And he's a great teammate. It's not his team, obviously, but I don't know of another backup quarterback who gets more press than Mac Jones. I find it kind of interesting. It feels like he's very smart and finding a way to make this his team in a way.
Yeah, his teammate, he's very smart dude. He's trying to get paid. Remember, he's going to be a free agent at the end of the year. So, like, he's trying to position himself to be like, hey, I can be a franchise quarterback. I stepped in. My teammates love me. Like, and he's no
George
dummy.
Kittle
He's hanging out with George Kittle.
Shanahan loves me. Yeah,
he's going to the Cabo Click stuff. I mean, Ricky Pearsall's girl's starting to hang with Claire Kittle. She's not dumb. She's trying to get Ricky paid. Ricky's about to have a career year now. It's smart optics right there. You want to be a part of the success of the 49ers, you got to hang with Claire, Kristen, Juszczyk, Kyle, and George. You have to be homies with them. Like, that's the only way to thrive. McCaffrey. Yeah. All of them. You have to.
You got to play golf.
Yes. And Mac Jones is there. Brock Purdy's, he hasn't been there. I know he's a father, but like he hasn't been there.
You can't help but notice that he got paid, he got married, he had a kid, and it almost seems like he's going off into the sunset to live happily ever after. He's still playing football, but he's not necessarily striving to be the teammate that he was in the past and Mac is doing right, at least publicly. It seems like Mac is doing all the things that Brock used to do, and even beyond. And again, it's not an accident. He knows what he's doing.
For sure, but it's not just that, Grant. It's like, it feels like Brock is just not in the public eye as much anymore. Less commercials, less everything. I mean, commercials don't want to sponsor him either, because like the Tom Brady type of story from his Super Bowl year, like he had a bad 2024 and then he was good in 2025, but it's like now he's not really an underdog. He's getting paid top dollar. So like, I feel like there's a whole like,
now the cool quarterback on the Niners is his backup.
Yes.
And what's crazy is the previous backup for Brock just won a Super Bowl.
Yes. That's another thing.
That's another thing.
That's like the NFL is like, hey, let's promote this guy. He'll probably go to a team like, I don't know, maybe the Packers get upset with Jordan Love, move on, sign Mac, and Mac wins a Super Bowl for the Packers.
Or the Jaguars get upset with
Trevor.
Or the Texans decide they can't win with Stroud and they decide they need to get someone else. I mean, there's so many places Mac Jones can go. Yeah, or the Bengals. Like, we can't. This guy keeps getting hurt, and we're spending so much money when we need someone cheaper. Here are my prize picks for the 49ers 2026 season. Brock Purdy, 25.5 passing touchdowns, more or less. I'm going to say less. Christian McCaffrey, 974.5 rushing yards, more or less. I'm going to say less. Mike Evans, 924.5 receiving yards, more or less. That's a tough one. I'm going with less. Go to Prize Picks, use promo code HMA, play $5 and get 50 instantly in lineups. Again, that's code HMA. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
Can they give Joe Burrow to the Niners, please?
I'll Joe Burrow's going to the Rams.
Yeah, and they're going to win numerous Super Bowls for sure. But like, if Joe Burrow,
or how about Herbert with the Chargers? Same thing, man. If he crashes and burns in the playoffs again next year, I don't think Harbaugh's going to give him another chance.
Send him to the Niners. Grant, there are people on planet Earth that would rather have Brock Purdy than Justin Herbert and Joe Burrow. I don't care about accomplishments. You put Justin Herbert or Joe Burrow in the Niners the last 5 years, they at least have 2 Super Bowls. At least. at least 2 Super Bowls. Wins, not just appearances. You think Brock Purdy's good in the Niners system? Woo! Get a 6'4" plus quarterback. Both those guys are 6'4", can actually see above linemen. I miss when my quarterback could see above the offensive line. I hate small quarterbacks.
The problem with Joe Burrow and the Niners is, you know what would happen?
Yeah.
He'd get hurt.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Burrow's already hurt all the time. Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
He's good, but I don't think he's good enough to overcome the Niners.
I
don't even know if Josh Allen's good enough to overcome the Niners. There's something.
Did he get hurt?
Would he get hurt, or would Kyle not know a rule?
No. I'll tell you, Kyle wouldn't know what to do with Josh Allen because it's Josh's offense. Like he extends plays. Kyle would get really mad at him. Kyle needs.
I don't think Kyle deep down wants a quarterback that good.
No,
because I think when you have a quarterback who's that good, the play caller is really under the microscope and the quarterback's not. And I think Kyle likes it where the quarterback's under the microscope and he's not. Because even though everyone gives Brock credit, no one really means it. You know, everyone's like, yeah, Brock's good, but we all know it's all Kyle. And if something goes wrong, Brock's getting blamed, not Kyle.
Yeah, not just that. It's like, also, those guys play out of structure. That's why Kyle gets so mad when Brock uses his legs to extend plays and search.
Because then it's about you, Brock.
Yeah, he's like, hey,
I can't take credit for that.
My system, get the ball out in 3 seconds and stop fucking looking around, right? It's the same thing with Herbert and Allen. Is he might be like, hey, I don't know, you guys extend plays.
This is why he didn't want Mahomes. If you go back and look at Mahomes' highlight reel from Texas Tech, it's just him extending plays. Nothing is on time. Nothing is on schedule. There's no chance he was going to want him.
If they had traded for Kirk Cousins, I firmly, or signed him, over Jimmy Garoppolo, I firmly believe they would have won a Super Bowl with Kirk Cousins.
I don't. I'm sorry. I think Jimmy Kyle Shanahan finds ways. I still feel that like the reason the Niners haven't won a Super Bowl isn't because their quarterback hasn't been good enough. Darnold just won a Super Bowl. Is Darnold that much better than prime Jimmy and prime Brock?
No, but
no.
If you replace Jimmy with Kirk on the 2020 team, they win.
If you replace Kyle with Clint Kubiak on the 2020 team, they win.
Clint Kubiak was under Kyle Shanahan.
I think Kyle's overrated in the sense that, yeah, his system is good, but 80 people run it, man. And some of them don't choke in the biggest games, like Clint Kubiak. It doesn't have to be about them. Clint was content to kick field goals. Kyle is over here with leads in Super Bowls, throwing it around, trying to get to 40 points or whatever, and losing. I don't know. He's done it 3 times.
Yeah, I don't know. It's the alternatives are very bleak. It's like if you weren't going to get Ben Johnson last offseason.
Well, then there is also Mike Vrabel. Excuse me, but there's also Mike McDonald. I mean, if you want an offensive coach, then it's like, well, Kyle and McVay are kind of the OGs of what's happening in offensive football right now, which is kind of true. But it does seem like defense is kind of dominating offense right now. And Mike McDonald was such a smart hire from for the Seahawks. I don't know. I'm not saying Robert Saleh is that guy. Maybe he's not. Maybe he's not as good as Mike McDonald and DeMeco Ryans, but
they had
other guys are having success.
I would have rather kept DeMeco, to be honest.
Ben Johnson would have been nice.
Ben Johnson would have been nice. Ben Johnson. Man, he would have been nice.